This is a piece of brisket. We're going to take the bones out of this, try and defat as much as we can, make a nice lean joint. What I will do in mine, I will roll mine. As butchers, we generally roll all our briskets for selling purposes.
Where does this piece of meat come from?
This comes from the bottom of your rib cage. Yeah, it's a much thinner piece of meat, but ideal for pot roasts. We'll start by boning them out. They're fairly simple to bone out. It's quite a flat bone. So what we'll do, we'll come down the back end there.
As tight to the ribs as you can.
It doesn't have to be too particular. We can just come straight down. When we get to the corner, just come round slightly and just up like that.
Right, okay.
As you look at that in there, most of that what I've gone through is fat.
Oh, yeah.
So if you look in there, most of that is fat. Try not to push it all the way through because
okay.
you just want to come along where all the fat is.
How popular is this cut of meat?
It's becoming more popular, especially in the winter months. It makes such a lovely cheap roast or cheap pot roast, cheap sort of cut of meat. So we stand it up, and what we're trying to do is come down along them ribs. And basically what we want to do is come down to the bottom of the cartilage here.
So that's my cartilage, what you're talking about there?
Yeah, so then all you need to do is just come down. So we come down. And a good thing to do when you're doing it, if you start at that one end, put the knife in. Once you get past where your hand can comfortably go, put your hand in. That'll help keep it steady. And you can just bring the knife down without having to worry about cutting your hand. And you can also then help keep the meat separate from the bones. So basically what I've done, I've just come down, round, you can see where the rib bones come down, just literally come round.
Well, what do you think of that then, Jace?
Yep, spot on, lovely. Yeah,
that's pretty good, and there ain't much on there.
So what we're going to do now is just try and remove the excess fat. Pull your knife in. I mean, don't be too worried about taking a bit of meat out. And then we'll just remove that bit. The principle's the same every time we do a brisket. You're virtually doing the same thing to make sure that all the fat's removed and the larger lumps of fat are out. So if you turn it round.
To me?
Yeah, that's it.
I've already taken some off the back.
Yeah, that's fine. So what I've done, I'm taking that bit of lean back and we're just removing that bit of fat.
Removing that bit there, right, okay, I'm with you now.
So what I'll do, I'll take that bit off. Right, you both look like you're almost there. I'm just about done on mine. So what we generally would do in the shop is roll them up for sale. They look prettier when they're rolled. They look nicer. It's about presentation for us for a lot of stuff we do. You can cook them flat as well. They cook nice flat. So I'll roll mine quickly for you, just to show you what we're sort of looking for.
Now I'm fascinated by this stringing process. Can you talk me through it? So you've looped it round.
Yeah.
Now what did you do there very quickly?
It's a slip knot. I mean, all butchers have different styles of knots when they're tying up. So mine literally is just sort of come over, go round the thumb, and then through the loop twice. Just pull it tight. If you know any slip knot, that'll do the job. One of the big things when we're tying up any joints is to try and keep it even as well. So
it makes a nice cut then when
nice
you cut it down.
sort of space, fairly even. If you see all the knots are all fairly sort of in a line. So when we put it out, it'll look nice.
So individual strings, that's what it's all about.
We'd then cut it. That's our brisket all finished. We're going to pass you over to Hannah now. She's going to show you how to cook the brisket and the best way of doing that.